Assessment of online graduate student writing. Graded work can be a challenge for professor and student alike. Both teacher and learner have limited time and energy, but assessments are necessary and important for a variety of reasons. Assignments can be used to evaluate knowledge, understanding, critical thinking, analysis, and creativity. And of course, grades are used to evaluate competence and whether students are ready to move on to the next course. Because grades are so linked to achievement for both teacher and student, there can be a lot of stress for both parties. Make the process as transparent as possible while assigning, providing feedback, and grading. Before assessment. Know the purpose. Assessment can serve many purposes. Know the purpose for the assignment, especially if you didn't write it yourself. Review. Review the course outcomes and goals next to the assignment and rubric. Make sure you understand how this assessment is linked to the teaching and learning in the course. Discuss with colleagues. If it's your first time teaching the paper, talk with other faculty who have used the assignment before. From those discussions, you can anticipate where your students may need support before they write the paper. Organize the assignment information. Make sure all information regarding the assignment is in one place. Don't make students hunt through assignment pages, discussion boards, and emails to find the details for the assignment. Supporting student writers. Explain terms. Help students to understand what the terms in the assignment mean in your field. Explain review, critique, analysis, examination, and other relevant vocabulary as it is used in your discipline. Understand student challenges. Understand that students may face challenges, such as being new to academic conventions and research, or lack of familiarity with technology, such as basic computer skills, word processing, or using Blackboard. Be prepared to help them with these skills or refer them to someone reliable who can. Use the Writing Studio. Educate your students about the Writing Studio by posting information on your course page. Refer them to our webpage and reach out to us. Consultants are happy to do outreach for new or struggling students by inviting them to use the Writing Studio. Conference with students. Schedule 15-minute phone or video conferences in which students can talk through their understanding of the assignment, their interpretation of the readings, and their ideas for the final paper. Read rough drafts. Consider reading and responding to one rough draft per student per term. You can give feedback when students can most apply it and reduce the time it will take to grade those students' final drafts. Use sample essays. Provide students with a selection of sample essays to give them an idea of how it's done, while emphasizing that the assignment may yield a variety of responses. Be clear. If a student emails you with computer problems, illness, or work conflicts, make sure it's clear to him whether you are just being sympathetic or willing to give an extension. During assessment. Focus on the big issues rather than editing. Global comments help the student develop as a thinker and writer over time. Local comments are focused on the current draft. Limit feedback. Students can be overwhelmed by too much feedback. Give them 3 to 5 good suggestions on how to improve the paper, depending on the length. Think ahead. Think ahead to the next paper. What can you tell the student now that can be applied next week? Give constructive criticism. Use direct but gentle language. Clearly explain what works well and what doesn't. Be positive. Find something positive to write to the student. Teach rather than edit. When responding to surface error, approach it as a teaching moment rather than feeling the need to edit the whole paper. Focus on larger errors that limit meaning and ignore misplaced punctuation that is annoying but doesn't interfere with communication. Use a template. Some teachers like to have a collection of frequently used comments to apply as needed. Be careful, though, not to use the same comments for the same student each time, even if you are seeing the same issues in their writing. After assessment, respond quickly. Respond quickly to any student questions. Take it as a chance to further teach them, and be patient, especially if the student is angry or upset about the grade. Be prepared. Students always want to know, why didn't I get an A? Be prepared to explain this, even if it appears clear based on the rubric. Encourage students. Encourage students and point out any comments they can apply to their next paper. Take notes. Take notes on where the class succeeded with the assignment and the areas that appeared to cause confusion. Use these notes in preparing students when you assign the paper again. Collect sample essays. If there are papers you'd like to share with students in the future, get a signed consent form from the student for academic use of their work. Good luck with your grading, and we hope to see you in the writing studio soon.